The Gatsby proudly presents an original play written by Elias Winshaw, The Suspicious Gatsby.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I just finished impressing generations of readers with some metaphor about boats. Writing this magnum opus was tons of fun, but in retrospect, with the fact completed, I could have made it significantly shorter. And so I shall, for those of you with so short an attention span that you haven't even got the patience to read the book whose brevity has been the relief of innumerable advanced high school students. But all the while, I want not to lose the most important facet of my work, that which made the tale of Gatsby, his loves, and his lives so very great. You see, in my younger and more vulnerable years, my father used to tell me, whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, just remember that all the people in this world don't deserve a festival surrounding them in the first place. So with all this pomp and dignity, I would be loath to make any tale that I tell less than a great one. The Holy Fair begins with my move to West A and a subsequent visit to my second cousin, Daisy, and her husband, Tom. When I met Tom again at the beginning of this great tale, it seemed he was reaching out to remedy a developing discontentedness with himself and his lifestyle, his wife included. And there was something vague, almost intangible about him, which suggested he found it by having many affairs with many women. I wish to emphasize that it was almost impossible to sense it, yet somehow it was clear to me. There was also some measure of cruelty within Tom. In any case, I soon found myself embroiled in conversation.
And so, the task is delegated to us, the Caucasoids, by way of our massive superior nature, to denominate the other races.
Denominate?
Yes, it's the natural course of history that the denominator should wind up on top.
What exactly have you been reading?
Newton's Axiometum Apicnet.
You've been reading the principles of mathematics upside down.
That and Ayn Rand. Take that, I believe, buddy.
Oh, I'm so attracted to the certainty you say things with.
And I'm repulsed by your dangling prepositions.
Oh, do they look that bad? So, Nick, you didn't come to my wedding?
I was in a trench in France.
Well, I've had a very bad time, and I've been cynical about everything, but it's benefited me too. Do you know what I did the other day?
What did you do?
Well, the other day, the horses got out of the barn, so I shut the door after them.
You shut the barn door after the horses got out?
Maple needs...
Who's Maple?
Oh, that was the gardener on the phone. He says the maple tree needs feeding.
Where's the maple tree?
Right over there, next to the barber bush.
Robert Plant.
Yes. Thank you for the plant, by the way, Nick.
Oh, my pleasure, though I thought I'd given you the actual rose.
Yes, that's it. But who gave us the Robert Plant?
I don't know. I didn't care for it very much, though, so I put it out in the WC fields.
WC?
Water closet?
That one was a bit of a stretch.
Yes, be conservative, dear.
So, anybody want to hear about the butler's nose?
That's why I came here tonight.
That's the funniest line in this skit, and it's taken right from the book.
It's true. Some of the strangest and most amusing things can be taken right from the novel and hardly warrant parody. But what wasn't funny at this point in the story was my own confusion with this new home. As a Midwesterner, familiarizing myself with the general attitude that permeated the eastern seaboard was difficult at best. What precisely was a bagel with a smear? I spent most of my day working, and the vapid wealth that surrounded me was beginning to profoundly affect me. There was such emptiness in my life. How else could I have fallen in love with a golfer? In any case, I wish I could be a child once more. I wish I never grew up. Tinkerbell?
Sorry, old chap, but this is my impossible dream, so please get your own.
It's so nice that we could all get together like this.
I suppose, but I do wish my sister Catherine could be here.
Yes, but you see, she's too minor a character for me to put in. I mean, it's not like Catherine is actually the representation of reason, and her breakdown after her sister's death is actually a solo reference to a grief over the plot's collapse into despairingly unreasonable and completely avoidable events.
Not at all. Would you like to hear how Tom and I first met?
That and the story behind the butler's nose.
Well, it was very romantic. We met on the subway. I just thought he was so handsome.
I became entangled in an internal argument.
Before long, it was like a dream. I found myself in a taxi with him.
Our lights contributed to human secrecy.
Soon enough, we were very passionate with each other. We really knew each other, like the Bible might say. Or Sylvia Plath.
I was beginning to suspect that Myrtle was Tom's mistress. So, what do you do for a living, Mr. McKee?
I push buttons.
An elevator operator.
No, a photographer.
So, where are you living, Nick?
I just moved to West Egg.
Oh, really? We were just at a party down at that end. Mr. Gatsby was throwing it. Do you know him?
Yes, I live...
Oh, you know what? It's so strange we were there. Well, you know, his house is so magnificent, and yet it's situated right next to this dirty, stingy pigsty of a shack, really. It smelled so bad that whenever the wind blew our way at the party, oh, I can still smell it now. Oh, what were you saying?
Nothing.
You know, if I could just play with the lights, you would be a perfect specimen.
Well, thank you. I'm flattered.
Oh, you know, he's such a brilliant photographer. The last work he did was a bouquet of roses.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. That needed to be done so the reader could understand my sensitivity about the issue.
Sensitivity. As a delicately effeminate male, I think I should know a thing or two about sensitivity. And never once has it involved punching a woman in the face.
Yes, I tend to agree, Tom.
What did I do to deserve this?
Nothing, girlfriend. Tom hulking brute of a man.
You said it.
Hulking brute? Isn't that a little below the belt, old Yale buddy of mine?
Well, Tom, I'm the only honest person I know. Now, what lie will we have to concoct to give Daisy an excuse for being late?